Good evening, all railroad nerds, lore junkies, and train fanatics. Welcome back to another installment of Railroad Ghost Stories with TTC, a series of which we go deep into the words of the book called Ghost Train, collected and rewritten by Tony Reevy. And in this installment, we once again return to the Southwest, to the state of Arizona, to another ghost legend that seems every bit as inexplicable as it is baffling. Many of these legends have such an intrigue to them. One would often wonder if this is even possible. Well, let us remember, ladies and gentlemen, science does not hold true to everything. And with legend, it provides a bit of a safe haven from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, as it makes our imaginations think. So, without further ado, let's take a look at this intriguing railway tale. Ghost Train of Mayer, Arizona. Often confused with the ghost train of the Arizona desert is the tale of the Mayer, Arizona ghost train. The story is one of the oddest and most complicated of America's ghost train legends. During 1893, the small mining town of Mayer, Arizona was shaken by the passage of an ore train rumbling through town on its way to a nearby smelter. Folks didn't think much about it until someone noticed the train had no engine. It was a runaway. Nearby stations were warned by telegraph. A few hours later, though, the train rumbled back through town in the opposite direction. Mayer sat in a depression compared to the surrounding terrain, and it looked like the train was seesawing back and forth, running out of town in one direction until gravity stopped it, then reversing course and going back the other way. The train soon came back through for a third pass at Mayer. Just when residents thought the train might roll on forever, a couple of old railroaders caught the train and braked it to a stop. The train halted on the tracks just outside of town. Stations up and down the line were notified, but no one could figure out where the train came from. After sitting in Mayer for days, the train disappeared one night. The townspeople couldn't understand it. No one saw the train leave. No one heard a chuffing steam engine. Finally, an old miner came up with a far-fetched explanation. In 1871, he recalled, 22 miners escaped a flood in the Iron King mine by packing themselves onto a mine train engine, number 22. They uncoupled the locomotive and chugged out of the mine just as it filled with water. So, the old miner said, 22 years ago, Number 22 took 22 men out of the mine without a train. Now, 22 years later, had old number 22 returned as a train without an engine? Unfortunately, no one had counted to see if the vanished train was 22 cars long. Was the old miner right? Did the rescuing engine return as a ghost train 22 years later? And thus, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude the tale of the ghost train of Mayer, Arizona. I am so glad that I am continuing this series, and I really do hope that a lot of you are enjoying this. I hope you are sharing it with more of your entrepreneurs of the paranormal almanacs, those who love to dive deep into the legends of locations and see just how much of it is based in fact. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope that you have enjoyed this series so far, and I look forward so much to seeing you all in the next installment. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.